Hi there everyone. Welcome to Body Language Interpreted. Aman here. Let's have a look at Kangana Ranaut and the backlash to her film Emergency. Kangana Ranaut's film Emergency faced significant backlash from Sikh communities in India, leading to demands for a ban and legal action against the actress and producer. The focal point of the backlash was the representation of Sikh history and the importance of accurate portrayal. The film presented the leadership of former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi during and after the events surrounding the 1975 emergency. The key controversies were the portrayal of Jarnail Singh Brar known as Bindra Wale, offensive dialogue and historical inaccuracies. The controversy was intensified due to Kangana Ranaut's previous comments on the farmers' protests in 2020, where she alleged crime at protest sites. The Central Board of Film Certification suggested several cuts to the film, including the removal of violent scenes and certain dialogues. Kangana Ranaut expressed concerns over these suggestions. However, she agreed to the changes to facilitate the film's release. The following is from Aap Ki Adalat, with Rajat Sharma, in 2024.
लेकिन फिल्म को लेकर ऐसी बातें कही जा रही। एक वीडियो मैंने देखा जिसमें एक साहब कह रहे हैं कि आप जानती नहीं इंदिरा गांधी का क्या हश्र हुआ था, हम सिर कटवा सकते हैं तो काट भी सकते हैं, तो डर नहीं लगता?
सर, मुझे एक्चुअली ये बात भी वंस एंड फॉर ऑल क्लियर हो जानी चाहिए कि जो लोग एक उनकी जो पुतले बना के, जो उनको गोलियों से छन्नी करके जो है उनकी एक तरह से रैलियां निकालते हैं, और हमारे सोशल मीडिया पे भी इंदिरा गांधी जी की असैसिनेशन को जो है जिस गर्व से फ्लॉन्ट किया जाता है, तो मैं चाहती हूँ हमारे देश में इस तरह की बातें चलें जहाँ पे लोग बताएं किसी भी इंसान के अगेंस्ट इस तरह की वायलेंस क्या सही है क्या नहीं। ये लोग आज जो मुझे कह रहे हैं कि मेरी गर्दन काट देंगे और ये सब, अगर इन लोगों को बढ़ावा मिलता है तो क्या हमारे देश की सड़कों पे इस तरह की वारदातें इतनी कॉमन नहीं हो जाएंगी कि हर कोई फिर कुछ भी करेगा? तो क्या इन रादर देन मुझे चुप कराने की, जो कि बहुत लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि मुझे चुप कराया जाए, तो क्या लगता है कि किसे चुप कराना चाहिए? मुझे चुप कराना चाहिए कि ऐसे लोगों को चुप कराना चाहिए?
Rajat Sharma asked Kangana Ranaut if she felt scared of the backlash and threats, to which she gave a reaction that suggested cognitive processing, whereby she was thinking hard or organizing her thoughts. Kangana was sitting very upright, with her legs crossed in a very ladylike manner. This conveyed confidence, self-assurance, and an awareness of body language. I have studied Miss Ranaut's baseline, and she generally sits upright and poised. Even in relaxed settings, she rarely slouches, showing strong self-control and a public-conscious persona. She appears very aware of her public image, which influences her non-verbal cues. Regardless, Kangana's limbic system still gave away defensiveness or reservation. Her hands were close to her abdomen and, combined with the fact that her fingers were interlaced, suggested a subtle protective gesture whereby she was guarded or uncertain. When Kangana responded to the question, her hand came up in a way conveying contemplation or internal dialogue. She was processing her thoughts or weighing up what to say next. Touching her nose, the way she did, was classic self-soothing or self-checking, suggesting she may have been feeling uneasy and uncertain about what she was saying, possibly being evasive. Combined with looking down hinted towards her not being entirely confident or comfortable with her response. Leading up to the question, when Kangana asked about who should be quietened, her body language communicated disbelief and was indicative of emotional discomfort. The act of staring into space may have served as a coping mechanism to avoid eye contact or to self-soothe. When someone brings their hands together in a steeple position, as observed here, it typically signifies confidence, self-assurance, and being in control of what they are saying. The moments where Miss Ranaut's hands came apart may have indicated a fleeting urge to assert, which was quickly restrained before re-establishing composure.
बिल्कुल ऐसे लोगों को चुप कराना चाहिए, इसमें कोई शक नहीं है। लेकिन कुछ इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं जैसे SGPC है, उनको लगता है कि इस फिल्म में आपने सिख समाज का कैरेक्टर असैसिनेशन किया है, उनको तो आपको जवाब देना चाहिए।
मैंने जो है उनको जिस तरह से भी मैंने अप्रोच किया है, मैंने उनको फिल्म दिखाने के लिए भी फिल्म दिखाई है। अब वो कह रहे हैं कि आप ये नहीं दिखा सकते कि इंदिरा गांधी को सिखों ने मारा था। तो मैंने कहा तो क्या उन पे बिजली कड़की थी? अगर वो अपने आप को एक गंभीर लिए जाने वाले संस्थान मानते हैं, वो सोचते हैं कि उनको गंभीरता से लिया जाए, तो आपको लगता है कि उनको गंभीरता की ही बातें करनी चाहिए? और किसी भी क्राइम को किसी कम्युनिटी से जोड़ना, ये राजनीति की जो रोटियां जो सेकना ये लोग चाहते हैं।
When she was asked about character assassinating the Sikh community, Kangana took a breath before answering, and then she lifted and tilted her head slightly backwards. This cluster can signal that the person was gathering their thoughts, calming their nerves, and once settled, preparing to answer with confidence. When she spoke about approaching the SGP committee, she started with a rare sound, showing uncertainty and hesitation on her part. She was unsure or needed a moment to collect her thoughts. As she explained, the nodding, hands together yet fingers fidgeting conveyed a lack of assertiveness and an effort to comfort herself. I believe Kangana was not entirely confident in what she was about to say. She talked about the demands made on her not to show that Sikhs assassinated Indira Gandhi and followed this with a question along the lines of, so was she struck by lightning? The sarcasm and the dead serious facial expression created a sharp contrast that conveyed mockery while maintaining a level of detachment or control. By looking at the audience, Miss Ranaut was seeking validation or support that her sarcastic comment was received well. The glance at Rajat Sharma was powerful and intentional. She may have been silently asking him, "And now what?" As the audience laughed, clapped, and whistled, Kangana was side-glancing them and continued with her extremely serious face. This was a power shift to maintain command of the moment. Confidence was evident as her lips were in a ready position to say some more, and she started speaking before the audience had finished reacting to her. Kangana was secure enough to command the room and guide the energy of the audience rather than be led by them. Her demeanor stated, "I know I have your attention, and I am moving us forward now."
आपको अब ये तो नहीं लग रहा कि इंदिरा गांधी पर फिल्म बनाकर मुसीबत मोल ले ली?
सर, जितनी मुझे हर दिन जितनी जद्दोजहद करनी पड़ रही है, चाहे मुझे सेंसर से फाइट करना पड़ रहा है, चाहे ये हर दिन के मुझे जो है, कल भी मुझे एक ने कहा कि इसको रेप के जो हैं वो बहुत ज़्यादा क्या एक्सपीरियंस है।
हाँ, ये सिमरनजीत सिंह मान ने कहा, वो बात मैं मेंशन नहीं करना चाहता था।
तो इस तरह की बातें आप सोचिए मेरी क्या मनोदशा होती होगी, ये सोच के कि एक महिला एमपी होने के नाते, एक फिल्म मेकर होने के नाते, अगर मुझे इस तरह की बातों को फेस करना पड़ता है, तो आप सोच सकते हैं कि बाकी महिलाओं की क्या दुर्दशा होगी इस देश में।
Rajat Sharma asked Kangana Ranaut the question, "Do you think by making a film on Indira Gandhi you have invited problems?" To which she paused and took a breath out loud. This was a clear non-verbal signal of emotional resistance, indicating irritation and a need to regain control before responding. Her smirk at the question in turn became a smile, which was a nuanced and revealing display of emotional masking and strategic communication. The tension around her jaw and the fixed smile were indicators of controlled annoyance or even anger. She appeared slightly rigid, showing defensiveness. With his question, Rajat Sharma was hinting that she welcomed controversy or was attention-seeking, and she knew exactly what he meant. When she responded with her explanation about how she has to fight and take on various fronts, such as the film censorship, the tilting and shaking of her head conveyed disbelief. Kangana was probably thinking, "I cannot believe you just said that to me, you really went there." She proceeded by talking about threats of rape, to which Rajat Sharma said something along the lines of, "I did not wish to bring up the rape threats." To this, Kangana responded with "ah" and a slight roll of the eyes. This was a powerful non-verbal communication reflecting irritation. Kangana then reclined into her seat and further distanced herself when her head also leaned back. By doing so, she strongly communicated disengagement and emotional withdrawal. I believe Miss Ranaut was still annoyed that Rajat Sharma accusingly brought up her of deliberately attempting to cause controversy to attract media attention and public debate. When she was highlighting what she had to endure as a female member of parliament and filmmaker and asked, "Can you imagine what regular ladies face in this country?" her eyes displayed skepticism and disapproval. Her micro-expressions changed, and her eyes further revealed she was judging how women are mistreated in India. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. For more content like this, please do like, comment and subscribe. Until next time, farewell.